Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube channel vlog show in which Flash Game Show gameplays, wrestling and sports talk, and video game gameplays are always on the regular. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of good times, positivity, and fun. This is Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there. This is Big Beefy himself, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Eric Lima, hosting Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, my new YouTube channel in my new setting here. As you know, it's premiere week, so I do get to do random stuff. And I'll give you random news updates about what's going to and what's going to go on. As you know, the format of the game show gameplays and all that will start next week, and it's a huge deal. So I'm really excited about getting going. But I have some good news. As you know, I've been having trouble trying to do some video gameplays. I was hoping to do video gameplays with a capture card. I was hoping to do something different, but the capture card was not working, an epic fail. So, but I had the next best thing, but then I realized my webcam's not long enough, so I decided to get a USB extension cord for my webcam so I can come down here and do it on the TV screen here. And I could easily turn it to the left, but it's very, very difficult. But I want everybody to watch the gameplay. And since now it's a little closer, I can just lean out. And I got the TV tray. I got everything I need. The microphone, the mic. I would get my system. I got my Sega Saturn, Nintendo Switch, and I can bust out any game system and just use it for So that's what I'm going to do. I'm really excited about this. It's a huge thing. So Saturday Superstar Arcade. Hopefully, I will get an episode. I will get some video gameplay in this coming Saturday. Hopefully, I can bust out the PlayStation 2 so I can play some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm going to try to put it on max difficulty. And the challenge from Jerome Latimer, a.k.a. Romy, 2184, said, I cannot lose a fighter. That's going to be tough to do, but I'm going to try. I've beaten the game in easy mode already, so I figured a little bit of a challenge wouldn't hurt. And if I don't do it, I don't do it. It's one of those things. So that's what I'm hoping to do is possibly Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and get everything going there. Some sad news. Sad news in the world. I don't talk about world news or politics or anything that often, but a humongous figure from the United Kingdom had passed away. Queen Elizabeth II passed away today at the age of 96. My condolences and prayers go to the royal family and to the entire country of the United Kingdom. I know some friends of mine, and Kevin Daddy is one of them, citizens of the United Kingdom. So my prayers and condolences go out to you guys. A lot of people loved Queen Elizabeth II, was well respected. 70-year reign as Queen of England. I'll tell you one thing. I think that could be the longest reign in British monarchy history. I think. I don't know if anybody from the UK out there can correct me on this, but that's what I'm thinking. If this 70 years, that's for her to reign that long. It's an amazing feat in itself, and God bless Queen Elizabeth II, and a lot of respect for her. And I figured in her honor, I'll be wearing my British Bulldog T-shirt, because I was wearing my British Bulldog. I'm a big fan of the British Bulldog, and he represented British wrestling, but I'm sure he's quite a gentleman. And I think the British people are proper people, good people. There's good people out there, and they should be commended for having a great queen like Queen Elizabeth. So to the folks in the UK, my condolences and prayers go out to you guys, and to the royal family as well. I don't know you, I know them personally, but I figured I would send my condolences and be as an American, I want to represent the good in America the best way I can. Is just be nice and kind and being like an ambassador to everybody. It's difficult because some people out there, their attitudes make it very difficult for you to be nice to them, but at the same time, I want to do my best. So, Kevin Daddy, if you're watching this, and to all the UK folks who have subscribed to my channel. If you're watching this, condolences and prayers to you guys. And I'm sure she's sitting with Princess Diana right now, talking to her, sipping tea with her and all that, and possibly talking about, she probably would. I'm sure Princess Diana asking how the boy's doing, how William Harry. Hopefully, this brings back the family back together. I heard news about them being splintered up and all that, so we'll see what happens. Because sometimes a loss of a loved one can bring people together and make people realize that, hey, I gotta dust this off. Yeah, so it makes people realize that, hey, we gotta cherish our lives. Hopefully people make things right and all that. So this has not been easy for the royal family. I'm sure they'll have to deal with everything. This is going to be a big deal. Her funeral definitely is going to be a big deal because with 70 years reigning as Queen of England, it's just amazing about how she lived that long, and she reigned that long, and she reigned as long. Her reign is about as long as my father's life here. My father's going to be 70 in November. This is 2022. My father's going to be 70 in a couple of months, which is just amazing in itself. Very, very blessed to have him in my life. But 70-year reign for Queen Elizabeth II, man, I gotta tell you, it's just totally it's totally cool that you lived for her to reign that long. So she will be remembered as probably one of the greatest monarchs in British history. So again, my condolences and prayers to the royal family and to the people of the United Kingdom. Much respect to you guys, and and just God bless you. That's what I want to do. I want to get that out there. I always want to be nice, and always not about this show is about positivity and fun and all that. But even though we show respect as well, and I want to show respect to the good folks, the good people out there who have give me great positive feedback on the channel. People like the room. It was really exciting to see, and I am very, very happy to hear this. And I'm hoping that it will continue on for sure. It like I said, this is all mind blowing and all that. Also, some other sad news in my family personally. My sister and my brother-in-law had 2 dogs, and one of them is a pit lab mix by the name of Diesel. One day, I think it was during the party of my niece, he had problems breathing. But it got worse and worse and worse. They took him to the vet, realized he had an enlarged heart. So, and it would take about $6,000-$7,000 of surgery to keep him alive. But unfortunately, this puts my brother and my brother-in-law and my sister in a very, very tight spot. So they had no choice, but it was the unfortunate choice to put him down. And when I heard, I felt very sad because he was a loving dog. He was a total goofball. He was a total goofball, and him and I, we used to do tug of war matches back and forth. He was just he loved belly rubs. He loved he's he always wants attention, and every time he doesn't get it, he starts whining and all that. I know I have a picture of him when he was a puppy. Also, I had a picture of him sleeping with my dad when he was a puppy. My dad was sleeping on the couch, and Diesel was like, there was ears sticking out. It was so cute. He was a total goofball. My family loved him. Him and Pepsi, they were part of our house for years until recently. A few months ago, they moved out in June, I believe, May or June. They moved out before we had to move out of the house for a house to be deletted. And so Yeah, it was the last time we saw them, and yeah, I'm gonna miss. And you know what? I can go to my Facebook. Give me a second here, folks. I'll be right back. Yeah, the middle of June is when my brother-in-law, my sister, and the dogs and my two nephews and niece moved out of this house. So I want to go back to Queen Elizabeth. My good one of my good friends, Mr. Kevin Henry, brought up something that I thought was really really cool that I did not know. When 9/11 happened, American national anthem we played outside Buckingham Palace. That shows how much respect and love she has for our country, and always a friend to America, as my friend Kevin Henry stated on his Facebook post. And I'll tell you what. And my other friend, fellow Massachusetts native, Erin Moriarty, aka Lady Erin, quoted that she is the longest reigning monarch in British history, and I'm glad that she confirmed it. So, thank you, Erin and Kevin, for your great kind words for the royal family and for the people in the UK. So, yeah, and I'm sure Diesel is up in heaven, up in over heaven and over the Rainbow Bridge into heaven, probably greeting the Queen right now as we speak. And I really don't know how to put it in words. What's been going through my mind when my dog-nephew had to be put down. It was really really tough, and I'm sure my sister Jewel, my brother-in-law Jesse, is going through probably similar, probably going for a lot tougher than I am. And it was it was great when they came to visit our house when we came back, and they were very happy to see us, and we were racing around the house, and it was beautiful to see them, see Pepsi and Diesel. But I'm hoping, if Pepsi needs a friend, we got a friend right outside. Her name is Reba. Not outside the house, but outside my room. Her name is Reba. She's laying on the couch right now. I'm sure Reba would like to have a friend, even though she's with family. But I'm sure Pepsi and Reba will get along nicely, and that's what we want to do. So I gotta tell you, it's just totally it's totally sad to see that happen. Just to yeah, so yeah, I figured I want to get that out there because it's been, like I said, it's very very tough, as you know. Also, Pat McAfee will not be going back to SmackDown anytime soon. He's still going to be with the company in a way, but this is like I said, he signed on for ESPN College Game Day for the season. I think during the season he will be there, not part of SmackDown. He will be back in the WWE when the season's over for the college football season. So for right now, I think Michael Cole's going to have to put, poor Michael Cole. Michael Cole. After Bailey picks on Michael Cole, I just say put Bailey on his commentary just for her to be like Bobby the Brain Heenan to Michael Cole's Gorilla Monsoon. It'd be hilarious. Because Bailey's pretty funny. Bailey's pretty funny as a heel. I have to admit that. Even though Io Sky is my favorite member of Damage Control, like Gigi Dolan's my favorite member of Toxic Attraction, and but who's going to replace Pat McAfee on commentary? If you see that white limo last week on SmackDown, you saw that white limo with the Longhorns. And that's got to be JBL's limo. He lets Happy Corbin inside the car. I would not be surprised with JBL coming back, but then again, a lot of people come back. With knowing Triple H and Stephanie, they got to have somebody up the sleeve. But who knows? Beth Phoenix could come in and do commentary, get a woman's perspective. I don't mind that. Who knows? They could bring back Renee Young. Who knows what's going to happen on SmackDown? We saw a lot of returns, obviously. So I basically don't know. I don't know who's going to come back. And so anyways, Rant and Rave is tonight. Just to let you know, Brandon Martin will not be with us on Rant and Rave tonight because he is going to call a girls softball game in his hometown, and he'll be doing the PA announcement for that. So it will be me, the young blood. It will be myself, the young blood outsiders, Jordy Scow, Uriel Ibarra, Andrew Hawking, and Michael Bombardier. The five of us will hold it down and hold the fort. I know Jordan will lead the way, lead the charge into helping into Rant and Rave being good. We're going to have our one topic. So it's going to be a little different because there's going to be no fun facts or sports news. We're going to have our one topic, which I will talk about the Pat McAfee situation. I know a lot of people want to talk about what's going on in AEW. You watched everything last night, but those of you who didn't watch, I suggest you watch it. The Trios title and the World title has been vacant, and the World title will be decided in a tournament. The Trios title was decided last night. So Death Triangle has defeated the Best Friends in Orange Cassidy as a result of that, and the World title will be involved in a special tournament, having former champions, former team. Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara will fight this Friday, and the winner of that will face Jon Moxley in the semifinals, and then the finals will be a Dynamite Grand Slam. It'll be Jericho and Bryan Danielson in a rematch from All Out, and whoever wins between Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin will face Jon Moxley. Darby Allin and Moxley, I don't think they faced each other before. If they have, I want to see this match. And so, let's see what's going on. As you know, there's no NXT UK anymore. That's why I'm doing it right. It's 3:25 p.m., so I'm doing it right now. No more NXT UK. They're done until NXT Europe, so we'll see what happens there. Also tomorrow night on SmackDown, Braun Strowman's going to make his return to the Blue Brand to see how much havoc he's going to cause. Personally, a lot of people say, I don't want to see him and Roman go at it again, which I personally want to see him tip more vehicles over. And but here's another thing too. I want to see him, Braun Strowman versus Gunther. Doesn't have to be for the Intercontinental title. I just want to see a fight between these two guys. I mean, Gunther's like 6'4" almost, and he's lost a lot of weight too. He's like 260. Braun's like 6'8", over 300 pounds. But I want to see Gunther and Braun go one-on-one, title or not. And I'll tell you what, it's going to take the entire team of Imperium to take down Braun Strowman. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. Let me tell you. So, but I can imagine what, the people in the, the NXT UK, I'm glad it ended at the time it did, because, and who would have thought, last week NXT UK ended, this week the UK's longest reigning monarch has passed away. So kind of a double whammy for British fans, British folks from across the pond. And it's quite simple. So Queen Elizabeth II, we will miss you, and thank you for being a friend to America. And thank you for being respectful and an ally of ours. God bless you, and may you receive your wings. And as for my good buddy, my dog nephew Diesel, I'm going to miss you, little buddy. I'm sure you're reunited with all other pets that have gone on before us. Say hello to Reese Sunfire, UB Hannah, and Sir Cutie Pie while you're up there for us. And greet them with love and tell them that the family's doing fine. And hopefully Pepsi needs some companionship. Hopefully she meets Reba as well. So to help her, get over her depression. I was worried more about my sister and my brother-in-law and my niece and two nephews, because I'm sure they love those two dogs. I'm sure they love Diesel, and it's a sad day. So rest in peace, Diesel. Love you. So yeah, a little bit of somber, but at the same time, a little bit of what's going on through my mind as well. Like I said, it's going to be random things. And I've always liked to be positive and happy and fun, but sometimes, you know, you want to show respects, you want to talk good things, and I'm trying to have a positive heart. I know there's a lot of people, there's people out there that try to, you know, get my goat, raise my ire a little bit, you know, trying to make me angry and all that, but it's time that they've been brushed out to the side and let me do my thing. So, well, like I said, hopefully this coming weekend I'll do some Saturday Superstar Arcade, and I made that promise to Romy that I will do Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I'm gonna try and do that when everything is good. Okay, so that's all the time we have on the show, and we'll do the outro. I'm gonna send you out, and you guys have a good day. I'll see you at episode number 6 of R.I.P. Shenanigans of 1977. My announcer will take you out. This concludes another episode for today. Join me on another episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for R.I.P. Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. In association with a sweet bumbling Bofa Raver Telepictures and Distribution. Goodbye for now. See you on the next episode.